I think that lived up to its billing, huh? Two really good teams going at it. I'm really proud of our group in a tough atmosphere against a great team with a lot of depth. We hung in there. I think you got to give Florida State a lot of credit. I thought kids made some big shots at key times. Isaac's threes were huge, and I thought Raython May's two buckets, the runner where I don't know how he made it, falling down, and the short jump shot were big. Their defense bothered us. We turned it over a bunch, but they're athletic and they're fresh and they move you around. We missed some free throws that probably would have helped us a little bit down the stretch, but it was probably fatigue from playing against Florida State's defense and depth.
Mike, you look at a game like this coming in, I think your hallmark has been last 3 minutes.
Yeah.
The team closes and you win
Right.
these games. What maybe felt different, or did you kind of get that feel like, okay, maybe this isn't going to be as kind of what we thought?
Yeah, when we missed a couple free throws, I thought to myself, I don't know if we have the magic tonight, because we've always made our free throws down the stretch. And then the two plays that Mays made, making the runner and the short jump shot challenged, you kind of have a feel like maybe not tonight. A really good team is feeling it in their building, and we probably just didn't have enough.
At the same time, when you shoot 15 to 21 from three, is it the flip side where maybe we can get by just with our 3-point shot?
Yeah. I mean, I think, we were in position, man, a couple times. We really were. And, one of the things we can do is make shots. And we did a better job in the second half, kind of distorting them with the drive and kicking out. And that was the only stuff we were getting, because it's hard to score around them inside because they block everything. So that was how we were surviving. We needed to make a few more free throws along with those threes to maybe have a different result. But I love our team, man. We really believe. My biggest concern is getting rest, because noon Saturday comes really quick at our place with Syracuse.
Like in that last 20 seconds, you mentioned three-pointers. You got the big three, you cut it down to 2, and then what was the difference of Florida State?
Yeah, I'm trying to think what happened when we cut it to 2. Was that Isaac's three or Mays' he hit the three? Yeah, I mean the two threes that he hit in the second half across from their bench were back-breaking buckets, and those are big-time pressure shots. I have a lot of respect for that guy, because some guys can't make them. They can make them in the first half, but can they make them when it's crunch time? And then Mays, I thought, his 2 drives, because he's been in a lot of wins, he kind of, those were dagger kind of buckets for us.
Different coaches come in and talk about just this conference this year and how topsy-turvy it can be. You look at a game like this, it kind of reinforces that. In your perspective, how do you see this conference playing out this year? I mean, it seems like anything can kind of happen.
I think we have a 10-bid league. We may even pull off 11. I coached in the Big East when we had 11 bids and 9 and 10, and we were getting it. And I always felt this league, when we came to it, would evolve into that kind of depth. In year 4, that of course that it looks like this, we have it. We're the best league. We're the deepest league. It's just trying to survive enough. But I think we are pointing toward getting 10 NCAA tournament bids. Everybody says it's a grueling league. It's a fun league. It's a fun league to coach and play in. I mean, it's big games, great challenges every night, really good players. I think it's awesome what has been set up here with the expansion.
Like, you've coached in grueling leagues, including the Big East. Can you have a little bit of empathy or respect for Florida State's run of 6 straight ranked in the 4?
Big time. It's huge. And, it's funny, Leonard was kidding with me. We were talking on the road this summer. He said, I'm playing 11 guys, maybe 12. And I said, I'll believe it when I see it. And I told him before the game, I said, you playing 12 guys? He goes, I may play 13 tonight, Coach. But I think they've done it with great toughness and great depth and really great, and their guards have been fearless. But they're on a gauntlet that is unbelievable, and they've handled it pretty darn well.
From what you saw today on Isaac, what do you think about him?
I didn't know he would be a reliable jump shooter like that. I knew he was active around the bucket. I knew he could block shots and fly and rebound and stuff in there. I didn't think he could make shots, and that he made them when the game was on the line. I have a lot of respect for that young man. What year is he? Yeah, wow. He should go pro, right? No, don't tell Leonard I said that. He needs to stay. He's a great talent. Again, the way he knocked down jump shots with game pressure on him, I got the utmost respect for him.
Is that something when you looked at film? Most of their wins have been double-digit wins.
Yeah.
They hadn't been in a really tight 2 minutes.
Well, that's what we talked about. We said, that's all we've been in. Can we get them in game situations, and can they close it out? In our 5 previous wins, teams couldn't finish. They couldn't make that big shot like Isaac made, or that runner that Mays made, or the big defensive play. Florida State did it tonight. I take my hat off to them.
Mike, you're the last undefeated team. How tight is this league now at the top?
Yeah, it's the regular season champion, who knows? It's going to be a great race all the way through. And again, what's helped our league, back to your question, is, the teams that maybe struggled in previous years, really at the bottom of the league, they're much improved. And so this is the recipe for 10 bids, 11 bids. The night before media day, John Swafford came up to me and said, "Coach, how's your team going to be?" I said, "John, if we get 10 bids, I'm going to have a heck of a year." And I think we're going to get 10 bids, but it's everybody's watching this league. Fans are watching this league. It's riveting. Coaches in other power leagues are watching our league, and they should.
FSU last year was a team that in close games sometimes struggled. Lately, you've kind of seen them not do that. In your opinion, what do you think has changed with this team over the last year? Is it different guys stepping up in certain roles? Is it new players? Is it certain players maturing? What would you say to them?
Well, the one thing they can do is continually defend you at the end of games with fresh bodies, and that wore on us. I think Mays is he's just kind of how he played tonight. He's really clutch, when he's got it in his hands, and he wanted the ball and wanted to take really big shots. And, if you have a guard like that, and we have 2 in Farrell and Vastoria, that's why we're 5-1, that gives you a chance every night out. Thanks, gang.